Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Andrew Black, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the recent changes we've seen to Facebook in the last few months, mainly focusing on Open Graph and some of the new features and functionality that we can leverage. So for the agenda, I'm going to give you a little introduction to 3-Tier Logic. That's a company I work for. I'm a digital media strategist, and then we're going to get right into the Facebook changes, the new app functionality, and also talk about a timeline application and how we're leveraging that. So what we do at 3-Tier Logic, we work with brands to increase customer engagement, and engagement to us means on-premise visits, frequency of visits, data capture. We establish communication channels, working with email subscribers for leveraging newsletters, event signups, alerts, Facebook fans, Twitter followers, Pinterest subscribers, and mobile. So those are the channels we work in. These are some of the brands we work with. So we're pretty big in the retail space. We're working with Abercrombie & Fitch, Ralph Lauren. I'm going to show you a case study of a recent app that we launched for Abercrombie & Fitch for their e-com site. We also work with Ivanhoe Cambridge and a number of shopping centers and other kind of global brands. We've got a really cool app you guys should check out right now for Monster Energy. It's for their intern search campaign, and basically they're asking fans to upload video and why they should be Monster Energy's next intern. And there's a lot of kind of open graph and some really cool custom actions you can have approved by Facebook, like giving props instead of using the like button. But I'll get into that in a second as well. So Facebook timeline, kind of some of the big changes we've all seen recently is that timeline obviously now replaces your profile page, and that goes for brands and personal pages. So and some of the kind of the new functions there is that simple activities are now segmented out. So you don't have as much clutter in your timeline with likes and comments and posts and that sort of thing. That's all kind of been segmented out and aggregated in a ticker box on the top right-hand corner of the profile page. And something that we're really excited about now is that apps can be better integrated with web properties. So what that means is that brands have got bigger budgets for their web properties. There's more of an investment there, and so it's just better integration with social and existing web properties. And what that allows us to do is that not only now you can start customizing actions. So before, if you wanted to integrate Facebook with your web property, you would have Facebook Connect, so you could log in with your Facebook profile. But what that allowed you to do is only really just hit the like button. So you can like an article, like a product on their website. But now what we're allowed to do is we can get actions, custom actions approved by Facebook. So for example, read, watched, bought, wants, listen. So you can have all these customizable permissions approved by Facebook and then integrated with the web property. And what that means is when I hit a button like, just like when I used to hit the like button, that would appear in my timeline and that would share and spread to my friend network. Everyone could see what I was liking and they could click through and link back to that web property. Now we can have the same kind of function as a like button. I could read an article, or I could watch a movie, or I could want to buy a product. So it just allows us to kind of leverage web properties better and better integrate with social and Facebook. So some of these key benefits to brands, again, is closer integration, better leverage of web properties, wider distribution of content and apps, and better organization of information. That, like I said, there's less clutter. There's more focus with the new timeline on more engaging content, because everybody knows photos and videos and activities are what's the most engaging on Facebook. So the more we can kind of display that with better real estate, bigger photos, and that sort of thing, the better. And again, simple activities go to ticker, and there's a big push towards kind of frictionless sharing. And what that means is, like I was saying, when you log in with your Facebook Connect and you're taking actions on web properties, it'll automatically share to your timeline. So anything that you're doing on a brand's website will be shared back to your Facebook timeline, and your friends can see those activities that you're doing on the web. And then there's a better opportunity for kind of real-time serendipity. So it's easier for me to stumble upon content because I see that my friend is browsing a brand's e-com site, or they're checking out a video on a brand's webpage, and they're logged in with their timeline, and I can see those actions in my on my newsfeed or my ticker, and then I can click through and kind of check out what my friend's looking at, and we can kind of bump into content that my friends are browsing. So really better kind of viral sharing abilities. So new apps, just getting into the objects, actions, and results. So apps will be accessed and downloaded on the web or on Facebook. And again, they consist of objects and actions associated with those objects. So an object, for example, could be a game. And the action associated with that object would be played, watched, won. And then these actions, again, are carried out on web or Facebook. And with Facebook, there's now new permissions. So we only have to ask permissions once with an application. So it's kind of a global permission. Which means that every time you go back and you reuse the app, or if you take other actions on that app, we don't have to keep asking for permissions, which really has been in the past a bit of a barrier, because especially with all the media and press about Facebook privacy and that sort of thing, the less kind of permissions we have to ask the consumer, the better. And then all these actions are aggregated in a box. So before, when you were taking actions, they would appear in your timeline, and it was kind of a bit spammy if you're always taking actions, and you're watching something, you're liking something, it would kind of clog up your timeline. So all these actions are now aggregated into an app box, and it's a timeline of kind of all the activity that you're taking on these various apps. And then again, the simple actions are then streamed into the ticker. So this is an example of what we're doing with Abercrombie & Fitch, and so this is an example of their web property, or their e-com property. You can see at the top left there, it's a little small, but it says add to timeline and Facebook Connect. Right up top left. Yep. Yeah. So there we go. Top left there is the add to timeline button, and what that means is you can connect with your Facebook account. And then that's basically you they'll ask you for, this is a permission box, so once you log in, you can log in with your Facebook, and then these are kind of the customizable permissions that they're going to be asking you. They can say that, we'll be streaming actions to your timeline, collecting data, and that sort of thing. And then down here, these are the customizable actions that we've had approved by Facebook. So before, with the web property, we might have a like button here, we might have a tweet button here, and now we can get all these different actions approved by Facebook. So, for example, if I click have, or want, or need, it's going to say, Andrew wants these skinny jeans found, and then a link to the product. And what that looks like is this. So these are this is an example of the activity being aggregated in the activity box. So here, Andrew needed these slim tight jeans, and then I can my friends can check this out and say, hey, these jeans look awesome. I'm going to click through here and browse these products on Abercrombie's website. Does anybody have any questions about this so far? No? Cool. Yeah. Yeah, good question. So he's asking the customizable buttons what the approval process is with Facebook. Is basically you submit a request to get them approved, and then you hear back. I mean, it's taken us, at the beginning it was a little bit longer, but now the approval process is about a week. And each time you're going to get something approved, you have to do it each time for every app. You'd have to go get that approved. I think it's on an app. It's on an app basis, so it's for every app. The actions within those apps, you have to get approved. Okay, so we think there's a big kind of opportunity to replicate some of the real life actions and real life events that happen when you go shopping. So we want to kind of replicate the physical shopping experience online. So when I normally go shopping, maybe I'll invite a friend to go shopping, or I'll bump into a friend while I'm shopping, or maybe I'll be browsing, looking around for a good deal, maybe chatting with a friend. Maybe getting feedback from my shopping buddy on, whether this looks good on me, or, whether I should buy this, or what do you think? And then maybe we're having shared experiences when we're shopping. We're talking about music, we're talking about fashion, lifestyle, that sort of thing. So I think there's a big opportunity to replicate those kind of real-life shopping experiences online with the new timeline. So some of the core actions that we're thinking we can get approved for retail or shopping centers would be, invite a friend to go shopping, or browse products online, buy something online, create a shopping list, check out tunes, and then lifestyle commentary and actions, and then going shopping at, and maybe a list of stores that are at the shopping center. And then what we're thinking a good workflow would be is Requests, basically there'd be a request located on the web property. We'd set, customizable permissions, and then maybe you invite some friends to go shopping with you. Maybe you could go solo, invite a friend, or maybe you invite a mall host or a personal shopper to join you. And then those actions and those activities will be streamed back to your timeline and to your ticker. And they basically will ask you for permission once, and then you won't have to ask you again. Like I said, you only have to ask for that one kind of global permission. And so what that would look like is those actions on your timeline would look like, Marie is shopping solo at South Center. Marie is checking out, the Nike store at South Center with her friend Paul. Or Marie is checking out Abercrombie & Fitch with an Abercrombie & Fitch model. So these actions are shown on the timeline and ticker. Here's some other actions. Marie is browsing at South Center for hoodies. Paul bumped into Marie while browsing South Center online. Jill has joined Marie browsing South Center online. Andrew needs Abercrombie & Fitch shorts, found here. Andrew added a product to his shopping list. Andrew is buying. Andrew is heading to the Abercrombie & Fitch store, and it'll kind of show where that store is located. And then, so we think there's also kind of an opportunity here for some kind of commentary on lifestyle and actions, maybe setting statuses, moods, goals. So for example, integrating lifestyle elements and actions experienced at the actual physical store. So status can automatically stream to your timeline and tickers. So, Marie's list of things to do today: save money, hang out, go to work, study, feeling hyper, just chilling, eat right, work out. So just kind of some lifestyle actions that you can replicate online. And then we also think this, we can integrate these three sort of things with a shopping cart, with iPhone and iPad apps, GPS, with check-in, with actions. So I mean, that's kind of, that's it, guys.